The problem is I actually had a lot of viewers. I'm kind of a little teed off. Oh well, that's just life. Hope you guys had a mini crash. There we go. Alrighty. So I can give you a Dreamer's Wraith. Oh, my only one. Oh well, grab another. No biggie. Do you have Discipline Merit?
Second. I have Conditions Perfect and Base Tenno. Those are the only two I got.
So I'm giving you Master's Edge, Opportunities Reach, and Dreamer's Wraith, which is one that I use quite a bit, and Discipline Merit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Question. Do you like the Amphrax? The Corpus weapon.
I might put a build together if I have a ribbon for it.
Well, speak of the devil, guess what I got?
Ribbon?
Yes. I don't plan on using any of the other Tenno. No, not Tenno. Corpus weapons.
I don't blame you. I'll put it in my Ribbon collection, and yeah, we'll see from there. Let's see, what else was I gonna give you? Right, do you have Arcane Blessing, rank 5?
Blessing, rank 5?
Yes.
What does Blessing do again?
So every time you pick up health, it boosts up your health.
I don't got that maxed out. Hold on. Equipment, Arcanes, I know it's a Warframe one. Blessing.
Did you want a rank 5?
Yes, I don't have a single Blessing, I think. What a spared raccoon ribbon.
Sure, why not?
Okay, here. Do you want more slash proc and ammo maximum, or negative weapon recoil and crit chance for more projectile speed?
I don't care. I'll re-roll it anyways.
If you say so. Oh wait, aren't those the... I forgot about Cereman existing. I'm fucking stupid.
Oh, hold on, I gotta...
I spend lots of time in Conjunction Survival, so I every so often go in, drop it on Arcane Blessing, since that seems to sell almost instantly.
Hey, here we go. I think you're live now.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. I wonder why. I now know why I wasn't living enough, because my energize and proc as many times. Okay. Noted.
Oop.
Yeah.
You do my Terrify build instead. It has Energy Nexus. Do that instead. And there we go.
Man, it's good. It's such good news to hear that Xenoblade Chronicles X is getting a remaster.
Yes, and we're also getting more content, hopefully more raid bosses.
I'm hoping more armors as well, because I fucking love the armors in that game. They're so cute.
I want more skills!
Yeah. I remember going with a no-skill run, where it's just me running around, like, destroying things, but I forget what the weapon was, though. I think it was dual guns, and I think... what was the other one? I don't know what my melee weapon was, but I know I was using dual guns. I was using dual guns just because they like had some cool stuff to them. And I watched a video and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I was using like one of the more immune to bullshit weapons. The fully made one apparently cannot be hit because you spam some abilities that just makes it so you where you can't get hit. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I remember
Until,
one of my friends ended up running something similar to that.
Yeah.
Because the entire, whenever we did the Judgment King, I think is what the mission's called. Anyways, he would end up basically sitting in, I think it was Soul Blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he never used his Skell. His Skell was pretty decked out, but he never used it in any of the missions.
Yeah.
I sent the invite.
It's one of the first games that actually like surprised me with one of its twists.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's very well written. That's the thing.
Yeah. And because it is gonna get a remaster, and I do want to play it, I'm probably not gonna spoil it, because it's a pretty interesting thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing it off stream for a little bit until it's past a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
That way, people that do want to play it do have a chance to play through it themselves and not have it spoiled.
Yeah.
I don't like those day one spoilers.
Yeah. And the one thing is for streams, if you're watching a stream, you're going in there knowing there's gonna be spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Warframe is kind of sort of like a weird community with that, though.
Yeah.
Because even the streamers don't like spoilers, which is interesting.
What?
But it's kind of like a community thing.
This may kill me if I do this. Okay.
What?
Forma time.
Yay, Forma. For who?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Who else?
For hate.
For hate. Ooh, hate incarnate.
Yeah.
I hear the hate incarnate is actually really good, but I don't know if I have it. Let me see. Where's my hate?
I have the blueprint. I have yet to actually make it.
You've seen what I can do with hate incarnate.
Yes.
Yeah. Okina Prime is
now,
really cool. I want to put one.
It's now rank 0.
Nice.
Thankfully, I have enough mods to keep me alive.
I like how I have 9 weapons in the favorites list. In melee, but every single one of them, except for one of them, is a weapon that I don't use unless there's a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, Glaive Prime is literally just, I want to show you I have it. Firax Wraith is just a stat stick. Ceramic Dagger is a stat stick. Pestbar is just because...
it looks cool.
Yeah, it's like a weapon that is like one of my favorite types of weapons. It's just like not even one I use. Chris Prime is like so I can take advantage of that one augment for that one rifle. Okina Prime is literally the only one I actually use. Prisma Oma, I just like it.
Alright, Jenna,
like it,
before we go into mission, check what piece of Sevagoth you need.
Oh yeah. Sevagoth. Yo. Oh, there's Sevagoth. I need his chassis.
I think it's open enrollment time.
Open enrollment time?
Yes, because look what I just got in the mail. Patricia Geddes joined Kaiser.
What do you mean?
The only thing I have right now is Prime Systems. Or Seva.
It says right here.
Alright, so chassis.
Let's see. Oh, it's...
This is probably going to be the last time I put a single Forma into hate, because that is 9 Forma on hate.
Don't say your...
And it concerns me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
You're probably wondering why, if I do a kick gun video, I'm probably not going to be showing off my rattlesnake. Because it has 32.
Exactly.
And do you want to know the best part?
17.
What?
Most of that was realizing that I fucked up royally.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I only have-
S17 is what? Oh, Axie S17?
Actually, S17 is the Stepagoth chassis.
Damn, it's a rare part. Holy shit.
Yes.
I think you're the only one that has the part, the
There
red
might be others. That's the only one that I have that drops that.
Let me see if I
I
can.
only have Z12s, which is systems.
Yeah.
Note that this one I'm going to be using is radianted because I was an idiot.
My mom is like,
Oh, well.
taking a nap is nice. I gotta do that more often. It's like, yeah, I nap all the
Use the
time.
radiant relic. Gets the most common drop out of all of it.
Where the fuck?
That's
is...
actually happened to me. I tossed Radiant in it, and it's like, I'm getting Forma. Seriously? What? What's the issue with Forma? I have like 30. Hey, Keith, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm a. That's it.
Yeah.
Did you want to join us in random shit?
Depends on the game.
Did
Warframe?
you
Warframe.
message me or you didn't know?
I was
What
gonna say I
type
can
of
invite
game?
you. We're doing
Uh,
Murmur Survival Omni Fissures.
Okay, I'll join.
Yeah, there's just one problem. We have a full squad. Sadly, Titania joined
Okay,
us.
I won't join.
We'll join after this.
Yeah,
You'll
we'll
join.
finish one round and then we'll end up getting in.
Oh, did I? Oh,
Oh, motherfuckers didn't make y'all man.
We'll get you after this. Jesus.
Yes.
yeah.
You sound tired.
Yeah.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I'm on Stream BC.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh, I'm stuck in a corner. All right.
Hey, Jenna,
Huh?
I want you to look up Heavenly Vessel Warframe.
Heavenly Vessel Warframe.
It's an animation they made for $19.99.
Oh,
Nice.
I'll check that in a bit.
Do not show it on screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
is
gonna
it,
show it up on stream.
Is it
They're dropping reactant. Use it to
Copyrighted?
open a relic.
No, well, that and it's against TOS.
Oh. Does it have a naked ass? I don't know why, but they
Yes,
they
there's a
seem
lot
to-
worse. There's a lot
Oh.
worse.
I'll check it out after stream. My stream crashed.
Now I want to watch it.
Well, actually,
But-
ISP crashed.
But yeah, they partnered with Line Animation Studios for the final week of production on 1999 to make an anime short. The promotional still below gives an idea of the final grim look that the studio is aiming for once the completed animation is released later this year. Also, have y'all seen the Trinity rework?
Mhm.
I'm
looking forward to that.
curious about it.
Oh, somebody else showed up.
I will become a Trinity main again.
Hey, Jazz.
Oh,
Oh.
When
I'm
we
just
get
curious
this
what the
update,
Nyx one is gonna look like.
I don't care about Nyx. Nyx doesn't matter. I want this Trinity update and I want it now.
I know. I even made another
fine.
Trinity build, and then I'm like, why can't I recast my 3? Oh, right, that's Warframe 1999. Damn it!
wait,
Oh, yeah,
Trinity's been an update?
Yeah, she's getting a bit of a facelift.
It's
I know
not
everybody's
good.
like, it's a
good.
complete rework. No, it's a bit more of a. It's not a touch up like what Nova got. It's more of a facelift, I find.
She did get reworked. Her ability got buffed and they completely wiped her passive and changed it.
Yeah, okay. I'll call that a rework.
Her passive originally was you can revive teammates from further away. Now it's you and allies in affinity range gain % of Trinity's max energy as max health.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also changed a bunch of other things as well.
I guess that's kind of nice that I have 900 energy as Trinity.
Yeah, and Well of Life has increased radius, can now move while casting, can cast up to 3 enemies, and when an ally dies in Well of Life range, their death is prevented and the Well of Life dies in their place.
Oh,
So they
That
get
sounds pretty cool.
self-defense.
They
that
literally
is pretty cool.
they pull out a Team Revenant.
Yeah.
This is literally Revenant if he wasn't selfish.
That's a good way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking at it.
The port frame.
Dog, I hope y'all know, as soon as this drops, I'm saying fuck Jade. The Trinity is coming back.
Oh, actually,
I want to play Trinity, but I don't have her primes.
Oh, you had
one thing that I'll say is I'm pretty sure, and this is just me like being a little bit of a doomer. I'm pretty sure your rally is gonna have a bug with that.
Yeah.
And the one that I'm expecting is Mara Luna dies, it takes out Will of Life.
Yeah, probably.
Because you are playing as Mara Luna to a point where you actually notify the team that you died whenever Mara Luna goes down.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing though. Even if, like, hypothetically that does happen, you get 3 cast of Well of Life.
Yeah.
So, it's not
It will
that
be,
big of a
it'll be
deal.
kind of annoying for the wing as well.
A little bit.
It'll
I don't think it's going to be a really major issue, honestly.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
No.
It
The
shouldn't be if somebody has a survivable Mara Luna.
Yeah.
That's extremely rare.
Well,
I-
another
the
thing you
whole-
also have to consider is the aspect of in Loyal Maraluna, you're not riding her,
Yeah, you're not.
and she doesn't get the same sort of buffs.
Oh, format. Oh, where we go.
Okay.
See,
Well,
here's
this
the
is-
thing,
That's systems.
Oh,
Of course,
Think of it
I
like
radianted
this.
it, and I got
One-
the common drop.
Think of it like this, though. Say that Mara Luna dying does take a Well of Life. 1, okay, you lost energy. 2, you have energy vampire. So then again, it doesn't really matter because you have a sufficient source of energy.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Is like Mara Luna.
that's why I'm thinking it's not going to be a very big thing.
Mara Luna dies often. Actually, at least like a Mara Luna that isn't my Mara Luna, because you're kind of sort of getting a little bit spoiled with mine. Because Mara Luna with other Urales is not tanky.
Hmm.
I know, like, every single
Trust
time
me,
I play
yeah.
with one, Mara Luna fucking dies all the time.
Yeah, and then there's yours or mine where it's like they never go down.
Yeah.
Like even in Loyal Maraluna, mine hardly gets any damage.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you make Loyal Mara Luna last?
So the funny thing is when you're summoning Maraluna, it works kind of like Rhino's Iron Skin.
Yeah.
I know, but still, it works exactly like Iron Skin. It's a 1-to-1 damage ratio.
Mm-hmm. What was the mod that I used? I don't remember off the top of my head right now.
Question.
But
And
Do y'all have any Trinity Prime relics?
I most likely do.
No problem.
in fact, I think I have almost a full set. I'm just missing one piece.
I'm missing 2 pieces. I don't remember which 2, and I can't check because I don't got internet.
You don't have internet?
Nope. The winds are too strong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking up with the Wi-Fi towers.
Speaking of the Mara Luna augment, right?
Yeah.
One of my older videos, and in fact, I think this came before Mara Luna augment. So it's an old video. Somebody just recently commented, bruh, use the Loyal Mara Luna augment. And I was so fucking tempted. I was so fucking tempted just to like tell him
Dude,
no.
look at the fucking time that it came out.
Yeah. I'm over here like
I got.
dude, I'm not gonna fucking do that because I'll play how I want to play. I was like convinced, like I was considering just going off on the guy, but I was like, no, that's what he wants, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole it's literally one of the rules of my Twitch. Don't try to fucking control me because I really fucking hate it. Because guys over here like to use Maraluna augment, and I'm like, no, fuck you, asshole.
I use what I want.
I do whatever I want, fool.
Here's my thing. I want to use Loyal Maraluna, but god damn it sucks.
It does.
Like,
I just need the systems, which is the common piece.
Part of the thing that no, I'm sorry. Part of the thing that part of the thing that's with me is damn, I forgot. Part of it is like I don't like Maraluna. I don't like Loyal Maraluna. That's literally the whole thing, and it's like I like playing how I want to play because that's the point of a video game. And it's like I've always hated when people try to tell you what to do instead of suggest what to do. So that life goes with Kevin on your necklace.
Dog, I still need to get an Epitaph in Nautilus Prime.
Oh well, the thing is, I'll answer.
I don't think so because the way that your rally works, you have to remember when Maraluna goes down, it is announced to the entire squad, so she is basically considered a frame. Yeah. Compared to, let's say, Necros' summons, which if they go down, you don't get an announcement on it. Same with Caliban's army.
The thing is, with Maraluna, it's coded in a way where you are playing as Maraluna.
Yeah.
In the code. To a point where a lot of her bugs are the fact that you're playing as Maraluna, not
your rally.
Yeah. So the fact that it would take down Well of Life would be literally tied to the fact that you are dying, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes to companions, you're not playing as them, so it doesn't really work because it's not a player. Right?
Yeah.
In the code, it's saying player died, so take away Well of Life and stop them from dying. I think I have a theory that is going to happen, but I think it should get fixed eventually. And it should get your rally yeah.
I believe companions might also cause a little bit of a... I don't know how that's going to work with companions, though.
Yeah.
Well, of Life's downfall. That's what it's going to work.
Yeah.
But then again, you also have to look at it as Trinity can easily recover energy, so it's not too much of an issue, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters, just because she can so easily get her energy.
Yeah. That's the one thing, is like, the same thing, one thing that I say a lot is don't underestimate the stupidity of certain people. So, I'm pretty sure the fact that it goes down will make it to where, like, they're pissy about it. Because they're over here like, oh, instead of, like, fixing the problem. Because, like, people tend to be like, angry about, like, minor inconveniences more than an actual problem. Does that make any sense?
Some people are, some people aren't.
Yeah.
And then there's just like me and Keith that have no problem getting an energy back, so it's like, okay, that's going to cost me another 100 energy. I murder an enemy, I get 250.
Yeah.
Look, it doesn't matter, because if I get a headshot kill, I get like 400 energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like with my recent build that I did. You gonna join squad, Jenna?
Yeah.
I sent you a couple invites.
Oh, also, if I remember correctly, they did say 2 of her augments at least are getting a buff. and changes.
I think kind of all of them are getting a bit of a rework as well. So yeah, I would consider that more of a rework than anything else.
Yeah. When
And I can't seem to send a invite to Keith.
Yeah. When they announced it, they actually went at the very end of it and said and showed the augments and said they're also gonna get buffs and reworks.
Yes.
The augments.
So yeah, that is a full-on rework for Trinity.
Yeah. And was it Pablo the one who was saying that she was getting a rework?
Yeah.
And he's like the rework guy, right? So there's at least a small change to all of our augments, at least 2 of them, at least.
Okay, could somebody else invite Keith? Because he's not getting any of my invites.
Got it. Give me a sec.
He keeps on saying unable to get send invite.
I have managed to send it, apparently. Unless I sent it to the wrong person, did I?
Imagine.
Yeah, there we go. I sent another one.
Spam him with invites!
I'm not doing that.
Oh, cool. We got Void Flood for Omnia Fissures.
Omnia Fissures.
By the way, welcome to the stream, Wilby. GT Delayed Hobo. Nice name.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm not in. I'm not in.
You're not in?
Still.
Ah, crap.
Failed to join.
You need to switch hosts?
Who's host?
Me.
Yakutos.
Oh, absolutely.
You think do you think Ninetales could host?
It doesn't matter as long as it's not Yakutos, because my stuff hates him.
I don't know.
It works when Jenna sends me the invite.
Yeah, it does. Your game is racist.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get the Trinity systems for you. I have a full Trinity set, minus the systems.
I don't know if I need either chess. I think I just need near optics as well.
Wait.
Okay.
And then Nova Blueprint.
I have 2 Nova blueprints.
Oh no, I did not have any
gonna
Trinity parts.
ask if-
Okay, let's go back
Oh, I'm
to-
surprised they do have Trinity parts. What the fuck?
I actually don't
Yeah,
have very
I-
many.
I find that I don't get the ×2 Forma blueprints very often, but I'm still determined to be using these to make and stuff without upgrading them. Trinity time.
I have... Right now I'm sitting on... I think it's 26 Forma blueprints. So I'm actually okay with Forma. Yeah, long story short, trying to farm stuff to sell for plat so that I can rush Forma. And as it turns out, I'm getting a bunch of these Forma blueprints.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, don't go yet. I have to start crafting another Forma. I decided not to rush that many of them, just because I kind of sort of am not.
That looks
for them.
nice. Nice job.
And I am going to be building.
I want
another-
that skin.
Yeah.
That skin looks really nice.
Yeah.
Which one, the Blade of the Lotus skin or the Nitrous helmet?
I have the Blade of the Lotus skin. I don't have the Nitrous helmet. Yeah.
Just helmet.
I
think,
just made a Well of Life thing.
Oh, nice. So keep in mind, this is Void Flood.
I just read the entire thing over again. He said how, not if. He said how, not if. I need my glasses. Where are my glasses?
No, it does say if in the comments. But the third message he says is, how will our augments be changed, or if even. Those details we don't exactly know. We just know that they're going to be changed.
As long as they do not touch Vampire Leech and let me keep my shields and Abiding Link and let me keep my damage armor reduction.
According to
I
what they
think
said, 2 of them are getting reworks.
Yeah.
Not
As
all-
long as I can keep my armor strip and my my shield gain, it will be okay.
Mhm.
As far as I'm aware, with the armor strip, what's going to happen is it's going to pass on to all the allies. So it's not just going to be you that's getting the armor strip benefit.
As long as I keep it,
Ooh.
I don't.
Holy shit, I can see. Alright. Wait, is that
Yay!
Oh
Scratch?
my god.
Is that Scratch?
Oh, that hurt.
What hurt?
My nose popped.
Ouch.
Why? Oh.
I
Ow.
don't know. Hurts a lot though.
When I get internet back, y'all should like help me build my atlas.
Yeah, I have a.
Well,
maybe you might not like my Atlas.
I'm
build,
gonna
but I
tell
have
you
a-
now. If you want to play Atlas, you're going to need Ceramic Dagger and Garden.
Or
Yeah.
so
Why
what's
specifically ceramic dagger? In
Because his
Karn?
abilities fucking suck, and he has not had a rework in years.
He's one of those frames that his abilities work pretty good in normal game, but he's a really old frame that kind of needs a rework. Same with Equinox. Hint, hint, nudge,
really?
nudge. If you're watching this, DE,
He's just outdated. That's it.
yeah,
You can also use the Sciabar, but the Ceramic Dagger is probably your
ceramic
best bet.
dagger is probably the best.
Yeah, I kind of want to use him now.
I
I've
don't wanna
used the
be
sub-air
locked
for
to
it.
one
It doesn't work.
weapon be- I don't
You
wanna
need
be
the
locked
you need
to
the side
one
bear.
weapon
You
because-
need the side bear and Karnan for it to actually
know.
do good.
I've used it. It doesn't work on him.
What? It doesn't?
Yeah,
I mean,
I saw-
It works, but not well enough to, work.
yeah.
The
Okay,
person-
good point.
The person I saw who taught me to use that was doing like 600 million damage, and like that's after the Eclipse.
You ready,
Reaper.
Jenna?
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. Was it Steel Path?
Yes.
Did he armor strip first?
No.
How the fuck?
Yeah, he was doing like
Maybe you
600
just don't
million.
have a good sub-air build.
That could be it too.
You're talking
mean-
to someone who uses heavy weapons.
The thing is he hasn't streamed in a long time, but I could probably like ask
Ah,
him to show the build, like and take a screenshot. But like
Probably, because I need to see that. So, host migration.
his
Yeah,
name
I know.
is Shark Boy. I forget what the rest of his name is, but Shark Boy something.
Shark
he
Wing
uses-
Girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shark
yeah.
Boy.
Old. Jesus Christ.
No, here's the thing. According to him, his name came
Uh,
first before the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
To be named.
The angels are calling
Ended
for
up-
Albrecht
I should probably switch it out to public.
Saturate the area with void.
Hey, so completely unrelated with the new Kuva. I mean the infested liches. We're getting a Kuva Haruto.
Oh, I know. I'm looking forward to it. I honestly, I'm looking for the. Okay, everybody, spam invite Keith. Spam invite Keith.
Defend yourself and use
I
reactant
think it's too
over
late.
relics.
To be for real
They're
with you.
dropping reactant. Use it to crack open
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me
I'm
do that.
probably gonna
Ah,
try to
shit.
do it
Oh yeah, it's
so
too late.
quick.
It's too late.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find
Received.
more.
Don't accept that invitation yet.
Holy shit.
What?
I think I'm supposed to be using Eclipse with this. Not Eclipse.
Clips.
No,
This one got it?
Energize with this, and I forgot to re-equip it after I sold my maxed rank one.
Oof.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll leave after the first run,
Yeah.
and I'll switch it to friends only, so you guys can actually invite. I know something I should have done earlier.
Should've.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. You guys should know that by now.
Oh my fucking dog! You hear that mutt? I'm gonna eat it.
No.
Causing further
I'm
complications.
gonna go
What?
full. I'm gonna go full book Filipino on his ass. You want yum 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 yum.
Ahem.
It's okay. I know why Miraculous did it. He didn't put it on Friends Only because I played all the frames that everyone hated before they're buffed.
I remember I actually had a pretty good Hydroid build. I think that was after use, technically.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I literally showed you that Hydroid could nuke Steel Path before his buff.
So
Yeah.
keep in mind, me and you came up with a pretty good Inaros build around the same time, before his rework.
Yeah.
I was just immortal.
Oh yeah,
Keith
same here.
Keith did a level cap with him pre-nerf.
Yeah.
Not pre-nerf, pre-rework.
Pre-rework. Yeah.
I did a
I'm
level
not gonna
cap.
lie, I do like his rework. But at the same time, yeah,
I hate
his
it.
rework's really good.
How do you hate it?
Why?
They traded. Okay, so his biggest thing was like his sandstorm was fucking useless because it literally couldn't do anything except just be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But they traded a little bit of survivability for quality of life.
Yeah.
I know they made it to where his tornado heals, but it's not good.
Yeah, definitely not.
There's no point. There's no reason that you should be getting so low that you have to rely on invulnerability just to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not as a Nara.
Void floods have a tendency to wash in terrible.
The biggest thing that I do like about it, though, is the fact that they split up as 4. Because remember how it was the 2 abilities?
Yeah.
That, honestly, is probably my biggest thing that I do like about them.
Is it bad to say that I hate us 4 now?
The one that brings out the cats? Well, how do you can't hate cats.
I love cats, but I hate his 4.
What's this for again?
Impressive.
It casts scarabs and it casts the cats and then brings up his scarab army. Hey, look, I got a full Trinity set.
Shit. Trinity. What? Oh, Trinity. 2 pieces of Trinity. What the fuck? Which one does guys need again?
Prime Systems
Systems
is the only one that I need for. That's the only one that I need for the full set.
Time to go and grab Keith.
Yes.
Hey.
We got Trinity.
Yeah, I need.
By AA003. Yeah, bitch.
What?
Oh no.
The rando that joined.
No.
So,
he
wait,
named
what
himself after a Lego piece. Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, man.
Oh,
Well, at least it's better than creative name or to be named.
To be named.
I think I would rather be called to be named.
Or something like a unique name.
Mm-hmm. Or creative name.
Yeah. What the fuck? Where am I going?
Right here. This is where you're going. This is your waypoint. Get here in like 2 seconds.
I'm coming.
Nah, fuck you. Name.
I'm about to come. I'll be right there. Almost there. I'm coming. Coming. I'm
Transference in
coming.
here.
But
Coming.
what I need ceramic dagger if I'm building.
Get pregnant. I'm
If
here.
you're building
Okay,
to fight.
Okay.
Well, I need ceramic dagger incarnate if I'm doing a tank build with Atlas.
Yeah.
Primarily using
Yes.
Petrify.
When gonna drink the nitroglycerin?
Because Atlas's entire thing is based off of rubble that you obtain, and you get rubble by killing with your abilities and doing certain things. But his abilities are so fucking ass that you need the incarnate of Ceramic Dagger to be able to get rubble.
Yeah. Especially in Steel Path. His one, which is your main thing that you do kill stuff, his one does, even with high strength, it does practically nothing.
Oh yeah.
It's a weakened stat stick.
Thingy.
You got the thingy.
I got Yeah, I got the thingy. Oh yeah. The thing with Atlas, like he always scaled off of stat sticks, but I remember back before Incarnates were a thing, like even with a stat stick, he was kind of ass.
So is he just a shit frame?
At present
No,
time,
well,
well,
He is, but only because he's old.
yeah.
He's got an old kit and he needs a stat stick. It's kind of like Whipclaw Korra. Whipclaw Korra is amazing, but it's just because of the stat stick, not really because of the frame itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like without a stat stick, a Whipclaw Korra actually isn't very good.
So I'm just trying to invest in an old frame.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fine. I think
Just because a character is bad, you don't have to invest in a new frame. Hydroid sucked literal ass a while ago, but I made him level cap. Same with an Aros.
Because, like,
yeah,
I want a tank frame, but I don't want it to be Grendel.
Meanwhile, my Grendel build sucks.
Honestly, I would only say there's 3 tanks in Warframe, which is very controversial. I would say that the only 3 tanks is Grendel, Anaros, and the Atlas. That's it.
About Rhino.
What?
No.
Yeah, I was about.
Rhino is
yeah,
proud.
all Rhino has is like iron skin.
Yeah.
Rhino is C-Suite. I don't care. If one ability that gives you tankiness does not make you a tank.
Yeah, because if you want to argue that, you could say Dante's a fucking tank because
You could say Dante is a tank. You could say Trinity's a tank. Technically, you could say Korra's a tank because she can heal.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, you're right.
I can't send invites. It keeps on saying cannot deliver.
Yeah, that's because it said you will be logged out of server.
Why?
Now I'm staring at a base model Excalibur.
Yo,
Oof.
What?
it's me, Poster Boy.
Hold on.
You gotta sign in again.
Excalibur is stinky.
No, he ain't.
Excalibur owes me money.
He owes me on a prime.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we could get Excalibur Prime.
Please, DE, please.
Yeah.
Make it a Christmas thing, please.
I'll be completely honest. I kind of agree with them. It's something that the alpha testers have. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a founder's pack thing.
It is.
What
So
the fuck? I have never seen this message.
What?
What?
So I'm playing Warframe and I finally loaded in, but it says please ensure that your firewall permits UDP ports 4990 and 4995.
What?
Okay. So sometimes that happens to me as well.
I've been playing this game for 11 years and never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. Weirdly enough, never when I'm on stream.
I've never seen that one.
It's just because those are the ports that online play is used, so it should automatically toggle them on via Steam. So
I'm on Switch. I don't have ports.
no, you have ports on your router. That's what it's referring to.
Yeah.
It's not talking about the actual ports on the Switch. It's talking about a logic gate that's on your router.
Oh yeah, sweeping serration. I want to use sweeping serration. Fuck it.
The issue is I don't want to have to rely on the weapon just to make a frame be a good tank.
Yeah. Well, that knocks out like 2 of the 3 tank frames.
Well, Atlas.
I would kind of also consider. I would kind of also consider Hildren a tank too.
Hildren's a port at best.
Hildren, it's simply one toxin proc and you're fucked.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with that.
Literally only because, like, yeah, cool, you have overshield. Guess what? The rest of your fucking kit gives your allies shit, so you're a support frame.
But
I don't know.
yeah,
I still like
top
Hildren.
and proc, you're fucked.
I think your brother would be a CC frame specifically.
Yes.
No,
But
but the
thing is,
CC frame.
She has things that affects weapons, so she would be a cross breed between CC
Are you getting the
and
invites?
platform. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's being stupid.
What?
Jenna, I found a Ureli player
Oh shit, where?
in region
The
chat.
shiny war. A
Oh,
shiny
shit.
Warframe.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I didn't tell Keith this. I got suspended from talking in region chat because I was talking about fish girls and femboy fish boys.
You said the word by accident. Oh my god.
Fucking job.
You
Oh.
said the F word, Jenna.
No. Well, the thing
You
is
said
no, I said femboy. I didn't say trap. Trap is the one that's not allowed.
Nah, they're evolving. They know what that means now.
No.
Ah,
You
shit.
You sure?
you can call Neja a femboy. You just can't call him a trap.
I got com banned for calling Neja a femboy once.
What? Really?
Like completely
way.
com banned.
That's crazy.
For how long?
I said it once and I got com banned for a week.
Oof.
A week?
Yeah.
Hey, let me see. Hold on. Let me check if I can see it now. I might be
But, like,
off for a
what's-
week as well. Oh no, I can see
Who's
it now.
the other tank frame
Yeah,
that
it was
got
only
struck
30
out?
minutes. It's only 30 minutes.
Do what, Jez?
What's the other tank that would be struck out? If, like, I didn't want to have to rely on a weapon to make it a good tank.
Honestly, Anaros. Love him to death, but his sandstorm is entirely based on your weapon.
Elaborate. It is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a stat
based
stick.
off strength.
I wouldn't.
Ooh.
No, it's
PW
multiplicative.
wouldn't play with people who can't pull weight anyway. What?
So it would have to do Grendel.
What are they
If I
talking
didn't
about?
want to rely
If
on
you
that.
don't, here's the thing. With Anaros, you can do it without relying on a weapon, but it's going to be significantly better with a weapon.
Hey,
'Cause
join.
I
Get
don't
the
like
invites.
I don't like Grendel's kit all that much, except for I could be a ball and eat people. That's
Jazz.
the
Talking about
only
war-
part.
talking about
Hold on.
Monster Hunter.
Hold on. I'm not even joking, Jazz. My entire Grendel build is meatball.
Meatball.
My
Yeah,
build for
the-
Steel Path level cap is go into meatball and do not exit it ever.
By the way, it says you're
That's
offline,
the
Keith.
main, if not only part of it that I like. It's the meatball.
Keith, it says you're offline.
Yeah, because it keeps logging me out of server.
Oh, brother.
Restart your game.
I heard.
God.
Restart your console.
Internet.
I did. To both of those.
Fuck.
Then you're just fucked.
Maybe so.
Yeah. Bugger.
I don't got the internet. I'm just leeching off of my mom's hotspot.
I don't really like
Jeez.
Void Flood.
Asleep.
Yeah, should we do a different way of getting relics then?
Well, we could continue doing Void Flood. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I mean, we could do.
Sucks. And if you like it, I don't like you.
I don't like Void Flood.
I'm 50.
Cascade's not too bad.
Wait.
It's still annoying.
Wait. Hold on. Void
What?
Flood's the one where is it the one where you have to collect the balls and fill up the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Oh, these guys are fucking old Monster Hunter players. Because this guy's talking about fucking adept gun lamps.
Hey, don't
That-
you
yeah,
watch
those
your
are
words. Watch your words. Don't you diss Adept Gunlance now.
Dude,
No,
go
it's
fight
just-
with him.
He can't.
I will die on that hill. Adept Gunlance is God.
He can't.
Val's
I'm
Gunlance
like-
He
is
can't
better.
fight with
Longsword's
him.
better.
Valor Longsword's better? Really? Tell me that when you can perfect block a Glavenus tail and then proceed to Wyvern Blast that tail that he hit you with, knocking him and rolling him downhill.
You could do the same with Adept's
Counter-
Greatsword.
Look, Greatsword doesn't count. It's the flagship weapon.
Greatsword?
Okay, I will
Greatsword
agree
is-
with that.
Greatsword is the flagship weapon, so they give it so much love. And people talk about like how Longsword has a lot of love.
No,
Longsword gets a lot of
Greatsword
love because it's,
Greatsword is just fucking broken because it is a flagship.
Yeah.
Longsword is broken because of the Japanese company. It's a katana. That's
Mhm.
not. It
Yeah,
might
because
sound
they're
racist,
weird.
but it's kind of like us and the gun.
But
Yeah.
literally,
Y'all like
Monster
the gun. I
Hunter,
want my katana.
Monster Hunter's weapon is Greatsword.
Mhm.
Japan's weapon is Longsword. So therefore, two best weapons in all of Monster Hunter, well, technically, is the Greatsword and the Longsword. If you want to get into technicality, the best weapon, and I will die on this hill, is Magnet
It's
Spike.
heavy.
Magnet Spike is broken. Like when
Mhm.
Magnet Spike
Magic
came out,
Fight
I
should
heard-
never exist again.
yeah, that thing is so broken that it made it to where like in order to deal with monsters that were a problem, Magnet Spike. That's when you.
Yeah.
That's when everything was getting
Oh,
serious.
is that a devil show? Let me just grab out my magnet spike.
I played with Magnet Spike, and it was absolutely broken.
Oh,
Imagine
yeah.
dual blades with greatsword damage.
Yep.
That's
Fucking
kind
hell.
of broken. And whenever I see Magnet Spike like gameplay, it was always just like, oh, I'm just gonna do a flip and do damage to you and then disappear. Like I was a
It is-
fucking
It is
figment of your
literally,
imagination.
it is literally dual blades with greatsword damage. The best combo, what you did with Magnet Spike, you would hold it up and it would pull you to the monster, which you could aim at certain parts, and you could aim at the head, causing it to launch you into the monster at Mock Jesus. And then if you have Slugger, you pretty much guarantee to stun if you have Slugger.
Oh yeah.
And then you just
Lord
hit
Yita.
it. It stands up, launch it, Mock Jesus, knock it down. Stands up, knock it down.
Yeah. I was about to say that to the chat. Like 2 words. Magnet
Magnet
Spike.
Spike.
Oh my god, I brought a leveling weapon with me. I just forgot that I. Okay, I'm good. I'm
What are we
fine.
looking for? Jesus.
Use these to crack
Probably. I
open
don't know. We should probably not make this.
They have
The
just
Jesus
shut
show.
down all systems.
I will say though,
God damn it, Sly.
I will say, Magnet Spike was overpowered with a good reason. Frontier is probably the hardest Monster Hunter.
Beer. Yeah, Frontier was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. I actually never beat Frontier.
I haven't even beaten Frontier, and I play Souls games.
Yeah.
And Frontier apparently.
Freedom Unite was also pretty
Collected.
hard too.
Frontier the whole
It had nothing on Frontier.
Need more.
I know.
Do you
I think
not
it's.
remember Espinath before his nerf?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the funny thing is, in Frontier, you don't face them in high rank. You face them in normal.
You literally fight a high rank monster in low rank.
Mm-hmm. You fight a couple. Like you even fight no. I can't. What was that other one? Lao Shan?
Tenno, prepare for
Ah,
the
no.
Yeah, we're just fucking with this guy.
And he's just going
So
with
what are we
it.
looking for? Jesus. Beer. Cured of loneliness. God damn. I read the chat for a few seconds. That never happened.
Look, you want to know the real pain of Frontier? Nobody can talk until you get hip checked by Zenith Plesiot.
There's a Zenith Plesioth? That sounds
Mhm.
horrible.
There is a
It
Zenith
is.
Plesioth, and its hip check pretty much guaranteed that.
Oh, and here's another thing about it. It has an instant stun beam, so it stuns you, and then does the hip check.
Yeah.
So you're basically guaranteed to get hit.
Not to mention, if you want to get into the hardest stuff of Frontier, go look up a fight of Berserk Laviente.
Fuck's a Laviente?
Look it up, and
Mhm.
it is really cool.
The funny thing is, he hasn't been in a Monster Hunter game since Frontier.
There's a bunch of monsters like that as well.
Yeah.
Like that Crystal Scorpion thing.
The relic
Mhm.
has been cracked open.
Laviente.
Finish
So
your
apparently it's going to be making an appearance in Wilds, being the first game outside of Frontier.
Yeah, well, I don't want to hear anything. Berserk Laviente could paralyze you, stun you, and burn you all at the same time.
And don't forget, it also has a lot of nice, beautiful one-shots.
on the way.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't.
But
I don't. like
Sounds
it.
like a one shot.
I despise snakes. In general, hell no.
Well, at least they're not on a plane.
You think those snakes are bad?
Yes,
Do
I
you
know.
realize-
Galvador exists.
That Berserk Laviente. Oh, I'm not even. He's nothing compared to Berserk Laviente.
How is he? He's a crag wyvern. Delmador's a
Another life
fucking
support
elder.
capsule is now available.
Hmm. Yeah.
Malamadura was a spectacle fight. He kind of sort of was kind of just
Easy. He had his one-hit kill, but honestly, aside from that, he was actually pretty easy. And believe me, that one-hit kill killed me many times. Because he would always seem... I liked using Insect Glaive, so as soon as I would jump, I land, and then he'll land in the fucking beam and get one shot. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah.
Berserk
You
Laviente.
used hold on, wait. You used IG in Frontier.
No. I'm talking about Monster Hunter 4, the Lambdor.
Oh.
You're talking about Malamadura.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
IG wasn't in Frontier.
Honestly, hear me out. With Wilds, they should make the final boss down the deer.
Hell no.
Apparently there's gonna be snakes because they have two snakes as their icon on the top.
Yeah. But
And
keep in
usually
mind, those are the
icon has-
poster boys for low rank. They've already confirmed that.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know the poster boy
Here's
for
my-
high rank, and we don't know the poster boy for
Yeah.
master rank. I'm still gonna call it
Here's
G
my
rank.
thing.
Yeah.
What is the one monster in Wilds where this is gonna be a very terrible description, but it absorbs lightning, and if it gets struck by lightning, it powers up.
That's the new. Isn't it the new fucking Elder? I don't know if it's an Elder. It might not be.
I don't know. I haven't watched any trailers because I don't want to be spoiled.
I've been watching the trailers because
But I'm looking forward to the beta, which is coming in a couple days.
yeah,
Let me
won't
describe
spoil
it
anything,
like
but
Where are
if
the
you look at the arm,
other
but we see the armors, and apparently there's some monsters coming back. I'm not going to spoil it and say who.
We're ready.
All I'm gonna say is that this monster has to be. I don't care what people say. There's no way that it is not directly based off of Raijin, the god of lightning.
Oh, Voltor. Voltor is
That
cool.
it sounds
Oh wait.
like
yeah.
a god of lightning. It sounds like a
Literally, if he gets struck by lightning, he supercharges, gets like 5 times stronger, and he also gets faster.
Yeah, that
Sounds
sounds
like
like
my kind of fight in Rise. I
I
sadly can't do Rise anymore.
Eh?
Why
Right.
did the word French just get censored in region chat?
Okay.
fuck the French. That's why.
French got censored, and then somebody said, "Please anchovies."
Please, anchovies.
I've been from eating moldy bread. I thought the bread normally had that grassy taste.
Ew.
You never had buffalo chicken pizza? Oh, dude.
I will kill you. I will kill. No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hey,
Buffalo
Keith,
chicken
That is amazing.
Only a vampire hates anchovies. Somebody
What?
else said, dude.
one
Shush.
of these days, me and you need to do a drunk stream.
We're just gonna read reason chat.
Well, I guess
Dude, we
vampires
should do
Hold
a
on.
stream
Hold on.
where we just read region chat.
Hold on. Somebody said you're a vampire if you like anchovies, and somebody said you guys like peas on your pizza. Somebody said
Get
what?
the hell out.
And they said that is a vile war crime against humanity.
Peas?
Now,
Why
you wanna know
peas?
what I like?
I haven't seen peas, but I've seen broccoli.
Ugh.
Like, I mean, I put broccoli on pizza.
I mean, really, broccoli on pizza. You haven't seen the movie Inside Out 1? Jesus Christ, Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
okay, let me explain. There's actually a reason why I put broccoli on pizza. It was a time where I was dating a vegetarian girlfriend, and she wanted me to make pizza. So, vegetarian, you know, you don't really have that much choice. It's not like meat, where you have salami, you have bacon, you got beef, you got bacon, you got...
Yeah, Chris.
What? I'm Canadian, I like my bacon.
Choose your next words very carefully, because I swear to God, there is vegan bacon, vegan. There's every meat that we have, but vegan.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Also-
say that
I-
they're vegan.
And
Never
legitimately, vegans are like, yo, we don't like meat. However, we're gonna make
products that taste exactly the same and feel the same as meat. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Because we eat
they
it.
want to attract people to that eat meat to it, and the fact that like vegetables alone are kind of gross
Okay.
That is
unless you get it
vile.
right.
Oh my God, that's vile.
What?
What's it? Oh.
So I'm reading Region Chat, and somebody said my favorite toppings for pizza is anchovies, mushrooms, broccoli, and mayonnaise.
Get the hell out of here! No.
Okay, mayonnaise on pizza is just nasty.
That's nasty.
I love mayonnaise on bread.
Hold on.
I love mayonnaise
Hold on.
on bread, but on
First
pizza, that's just nasty. Holy
First
fuck.
off, here's the part where it gets me. First off, everything you mentioned as a topping on that pizza is absolutely fine. Second off, who puts mayonnaise on pizza? And third off, I hate mayonnaise.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
mayonnaise on sandwiches, but that's
You wanna-
sandwiches,
No.
not pizza.
You wanna know my
I-
favorite fucking sandwich? Is you're gonna like get all really bent out of shit over this. Ham, artichoke heart, specifically the pickled ones,
Hold on. Hold on.
And-
Pause.
and
Pause.
mayo.
Pause. Did you just say artichoke heart?
Yeah.
Ew.
That is. What is this fucking? Huh?
No.
I knew people were like gonna think it was crazy, but
Here's
like,
the thing. Here's
yeah.
the thing, Jenna. I agree with what this person just said in Region Chat, and I'm about to say it to you because of what you just described. Those people should be reported to their local culture's equivalent of Gordon Ramsay for reconditioning.
But here's the thing. The people who
That's
made the
fucking
sandwich
classic.
were like, "What the fuck?" And I told them, "No, you gotta try it." And later, after I went over to get another sandwich, they said they tried it and they said that was surprisingly good.
Jenna, you could
That's
not pay me to eat. I don't
Oh.
care if it was eat or die. You could not pay me to eat that.
Yeah, it's so good.
I would rather. No,
Mm.
I would rather eat raw liver.
I don't
Ew.
know. I never tried liver. No, I have tried liver. It was disgusting.
Yeah, my mom seems to like it for some odd reason. I'm just like, I don't know how you like that.
Like, if I remember correctly, it had
It's
a weird,
greasy.
almost sandy, sandy like texture.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Roll
no,
with
the
it.
Depends.
I don't like.
Wait, hold on. Yours was sandy?
No,
First
it's
off,
well,
What's the
Depends on which animal it's made out of.
Huh?
Here's my question. How did we go
All share
from
in this
Warframe
bounty. Hold
to
out as
Monster
long as you
Hunter
can.
to pizza to mayonnaise to Jenna's vile torture method?
Anyway, I'm about to bring
Oh
it back
shit,
full
dude, grab
circle.
this. Unless you already have it.
I have it.
Get him your Yeetus. You.
I swear to God, Jenna, if you ever bring that within a mile radius of me, I'm hitting you with a metal rod.
Well, you don't have a
But,
Safeway at all. No. Do you have a Safeway?
I do.
What?
I got
Wait.
I got 2 legs and determination.
Dude, Safeway has better sandwiches than fucking
Subway.
what's
Yeah,
it?
I know.
Subway, yeah.
Safeway.
Dude, the bread is
So
good.
when I used to work at a auto lubes place, quick oil change place, I went to Safeway pretty much every day because they were just across the parking lot, and they gave us 30% off because we were just across the parking lot. Yeah, you go in there, you go to the deli.
No, you prefer Safeway over Subway?
Safeway was closer.
Subway may be good,
Safeway.
but Safeway has better bread for one and better ingredients. Like, it has
And
less
it's also
ingredients, but the
fresher
are good.
ingredients. Because you have to remember,
Yeah.
Subway it's shipped in on a monthly basis.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, but
And Safeway gets the ingredients.
Safeway gets
on their
them
store.
daily.
okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: does Safeway have like the same customizable range that Subway does?
Yes, in
It
their
has less
deli.
options. It has less
Wrong.
options, but
In their deli, they have more options. They have
More
way
options.
more options. Yeah.
They
We're
don't have
talking
better
about a
than
typical Subway, which has about 20 options. Safeway delis, at least here in Canada, have over 50.
Okay.
mine has
you know what?
And
well,
23
Two
different
things.
sauces that you can have.
Two
yeah,
things.
you have
That's the
a
case.
different Safeway.
If that's the case, 2 things. 1, I will agree that it is better than Subway. 2, Gakidos, I'm gonna need a plane ticket to Canada right now.
Dude, you gotta try my. Oh no, you don't like mayo. Like you really don't like mayo, so you're not gonna like.
Jenna, I hate mayo so much that this is not a joke. I swear to God. You can put mayo in the same room as me, and if you unscrew the top to where you can even slightly smell it, I will puke immediately.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like me and coffee.
And
It's the worst. I remember you saying that, and like, the thing is it's straight up an actual thing, where he doesn't even know why it happens. It's weirdly scary because of that.
I don't know why. Like, I want to like mayonnaise because my sandwiches are very bland. I have meat on my sandwich. That is it.
Yeah,
You don't have butter?
Life support has been
Butter is.
I-
probably-
You ever heard of barbecue sauce? Especially hickory?
Don't
I
you
don't
dare
like-
put fucking barbecue sauce on fucking sandwiches, I swear to God.
Unless
I
it's
do when there's
unless
bacon.
it's unless it's like a pulled pork
No.
sandwich, I also agree.
Here's the thing. Like, I want to like mayonnaise because sandwiches are
definitely.
really
Tell me
dry.
about sandwiches.
But here's the
Sandwiches are
thing, though.
great. Oh,
Mayonnaise?
fuck, don't throw me.
I don't know what it
No.
is about mayonnaise, but even smelling it, I will puke. And then because I puked, I will puke again, and it'll set off an infinite loop until I am puking blood.
Yeah. No mayo for you. And like that's like the scary thing is we have no idea why it's a thing.
life support
I'm
I was
not
like,
allergic.
replenished.
I've eaten it. I just hate it that much.
So that's like me and coffee, basically.
Sauce recommendation is called
Yeah.
Thousand Isle sauce. Jesus Christ.
It's also
And-
terrible.
Other life
Anything
have that
with
as a salad
mayonnaise will
dressing.
make me puke.
We have that as a
Oh,
salad
shit.
dressing here in Canada.
What you do.
If it has mayonnaise in it, I
It
will
doesn't.
puke.
It doesn't have mayonnaise.
No mayonnaise. It's just Thousand Isle.
Dude,
It's a
Uh,
vinaigrette based. So vinegar.
yeah. Vinegar.
I might
Dude.
puke.
Excuse me?
I like
What? You didn't know most salad dressings are based off of vinegar
Look,
or
hold
milk?
on.
No.
when I say this, all four of you are about to be like, "What the fuck?" I don't like any kind of dressing. I will eat salad without dressing.
That's weird.
That is fair.
Okay, you herbivore. Jesus Christ, we get it.
I do that.
I do that a lot
same
too
thing.
because I'm too lazy to pick up salad
But
dressing.
here's the thing. The reason behind it is I really like some dressings, but it's the texture. I don't want to eat like lettuce and stuff and then be able to also drink something.
My-
I mean, this is too fucking oily.
That's
You have
too.
not been refrigerating that. Nope.
You have
the hell?
to, yeah, that, and you probably need to not put as much. You're not supposed
Yeah.
to make your it swim in
I
it.
don't.
That's weird.
I drizzle it, but I can still like when I try dressing on stuff, at least around here. I
You
will
need to
eat-
get
I can eat the
thicker
I
ones.
can eat I can eat the salad, but I will also have to drink the dressing.
You don't have to.
You know,
Like, I mean, if we're talking about McDonald's, that's the only kind that they have, and that's kind of stupid in my opinion.
Yo,
Like,
speaking
all of
McDonald's-
their,
Hold on. Speaking of
all of their
I just
McDonald's,
went there today. I just went to McDonald's today, and they got some spicy nuggets. That shit is so good.
Yeah,
I wanna-
spicy nuggets.
and I can't
I
eat
want
there.
spicy nuggets. I want the Bolter Prime a little bit more right now, actually.
I
Give me
had
my
spicy
Bolter
nugget,
Prime, bitch.
and I had spicy nuggets, and I dipped them in some barbecue. Oh my god,
Just keep your disgusting barbecue sauce away from me, please.
dude! I
Dude.
will drink barbecue. I will drink barbecue sauce.
I hate barbecue sauce because peanut gallery used it as dressing for pizza.
Ugh.
Dude, I
Actually,
Hold on.
my
Hold
wife's
a
done
minute.
that too.
Wait a
Mostly because she
minute.
does have a bit of an
Warframe.
allergy to tomato sauce. So she tried.
It was the damn all meat.
Okay, at least he has somewhat good taste.
dude,
Because I was gonna say, if it's a vegan, if it's like a vegan pizza, then what the fuck are you doing?
yeah.
Hell yeah, I love barbecue sauce on my fucking broccoli pizza.
Dude,
Mm.
what you call? I just looked at the chat and cringed. I like, you know how I fucking like. I mention this a lot, but I fucking hate religion. I saw
Mhm.
the word
Yeah.
Jesus and cringed, and then I forgot who said it, and I looked at it. and I was like, oh, that's me. I was like, oh, I feel ashamed.
You cringed at
Dumbass.
yourself. Is that
Yeah.
I cringed at myself. Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Good
Hold on.
fucking
I
job.
gotta do it for a bit. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Sound effects.
Yeah. Soundboard.
Yeah.
Good job. So you played yourself.
Also, Keith, check your DMs, bitch boy.
Bitch boy.
Nah, I'm allergic.
Fuck you.
I'm
I'm
trying to
coming
kill
to your
this
room
guy.
at night with mayonnaise.
Do it, and you'll see what the American dream is.
The
Then
American
check
dream.
your DMs.
God damn it. You made me
The
ugly
American dream is the ability to work so hard that your family doesn't have to work a day in their life.
I'll hit, dude. You bring mayonnaise near me, I'm gonna punch you so hard that you hear an American eagle screech.
Dude, America.
America. fucking
So,
what the
speaking
fuck
of
is
eagles, there's
going
some-
on there?
There's something that I kind of find ironic.
Uh,
So the bald eagle is your national beast, right?
Yeah.
We have more
Even though
bald
I
eagles here in
know
Canada
them.
than you do have in the U.S.
That's
Yeah.
because
It's
of, no,
because we
no.
hunted them all.
Hold on. We had more, but poachers exist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
perfectly legal for poachers to hunt them in the U.S., but not in Canada.
It's actually
You
not.
you can't hunt eagles here. It is a federal crime.
Until 2000, actually the year 2000, it was still perfectly fine to hunt an eagle.
Yeah,
Why is
but
this
rather
not legal?
Fight
recently,
me, what the hell?
there
Yeah.
is less than, I think it's less than like 100 eagle. No, I think it's like less than 50 eagles left in the U.S.
Yeah, 57 left in the U.S.
I've
It-
delivered another life support
I
capsule.
think
yeah,
it's 47 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you harm an eagle, they have made it to where you will, no questions asked, you will go to prison.
You will also be under the
Yeah.
death penalty too.
Yeah, immediate. Since
I
they
ran out
are
of ammo.
classified.
I had unlimited ammo.
They are classified as invasive.
I just accidentally did a thing. That was my bad. I tried to reload. I tried to reload and I activated a air. Now you
Oh,
guys are
good.
breathing my air. It smells like fence.
How dare they breathe my air?
Oh, what happened?
Oh, nothing.
Who left?
Jazz, Ninetales, and Keith.
What? How'd that happen?
I don't know.
They all three left at the same time.
Yeah. And Ninetales wants to go. Apparently.
Let's do this thing.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I'm guessing they're gonna end up playing together then.
I'm checking something. Oh, they're not.
The
They're
longer
not.
you fight, the
They're
more
not in
successful
the
you will
thing.
be.
I think they just got cut off. Cause my
Interesting.
thing went silent too.
Yeah, I know.
But somebody
Hey,
said
look,
something
Blade
about
Flame.
that.
Prime.
Oh, both are peace. Didn't I already grab a barrel? What do you say?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, Ninetales is leaving. And I guess Lord Yida is leaving. Alright.
Something happened.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what, that's the thing. Because I know Keith was saying something and suddenly it's just like, yeah, cut off.
Yeah, it cut off and like
Yeah.
they disappeared.
Yeah, I know.
Let me check something. They're not in any other place though, that's the thing. So I think it cut off.
Yeah.
And they didn't seem like they were bothered by anything. I don't think they were.
I don't think so either. I haven't done any rants yet.
Yeah. That it just kicked them somehow.
Interesting.
Another life support capsule is now available.
They fought well. Good dance.
Critical life support levels.
Unless they're in somewhere
Extraction is
without
open.
me, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I know Ninetales and Keys go somewhere.
I know. They have like their own private Discord or something.
Mm.
I got a BRB. I'll invite you.
It's not them.
I'll be right back.
What? Oh, this is. Bum 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 bum. worm.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the Corvus peddling their wares again.
Get off the emergency frequency!
Alright, spec. The worm. Did I make Keith a mod in the Discord? Yeah, he has a mod. Okay. I'm gonna play Korra, because I feel like playing Korra. Plus, I'm making these fists for Korra specifically.
Apparently, Pal World has outfits for the pals now.
More outfits?
Yeah.
That's good. Like, they're slowly
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up with there. They're slowly coming up with updates, I should say, not outdates. Updates.
Mhm.
Which I'm really excited about. Like, I mean, they're handling it pretty good with the whole legal battle, too. Personally, I'm still hoping that they win.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they will. It's
I hope
slowly
so.
It's slowly but surely, like, getting to a point where it's like, I don't know if I should be, like, happy about the state of gaming. Because, people are saying, like, oh, people are starting to speak with their money now.
hmm
But, like,
But at the same
lot
time,
of-
you have a lot of big companies trying to swing their weight and be monopolistic.
yeah. It's like, the companies also seem to have gotten worse this year. I
Yeah.
don't know if I already know. I don't know.
Like, I don't want to talk too much about it on stream. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm not super happy about how gaming has become.
Mhm.
And specifically because you have kind of, like, going back to our early days, we ended up having, AA titles, like Darksiders, for example, being a very fun series. It wasn't necessarily a AAA styled game, but it was a very fun series. It was kind of middle of the road, and, still pretty decent quality.
Mhm.
Nowadays, you either have the indie titles or you have the AAA. And there's no in between.
Mhm.
And I think what happens with a lot of people nowadays, and I think this is kind of why AA and single A styled games have died, is because everybody's expecting that AAA experience all the time.
Mhm.
And with that being said, the AAA games do take a lot more time, but nobody wants to actually put in the time to make sure they're actually fully working at launch.
Yeah. It also seems to be like, this is probably weird to say, but like, a lot of gamers have like way too high standards.
Yeah.
It's probably like
It's
I
okay to
myself
have standards. It's okay to have standards.
Mhm.
And it's kind of one of the reasons why I give First Ascending kind of, the benefit of the doubt. when I hear a lot of people griping about, oh, well, not getting this relic, this drop, and it's so unfair. I think First Descendant's biggest issue is the fact that they revealed the drop chances.
Yeah.
I feel like that's honestly their biggest issue.
Yeah.
Warframe, you look at it, you have the gold drops, you have the silver drops, you have the bronze drops.
Yeah.
Like, if they did something like that, where they don't actually reveal the drop chances, it probably would be a lot better.
Yeah.
The other major gripe that I do also agree with is getting those patterns sometimes can be a bit of a dick, because they're not quick missions like Warframe, for example.
Yeah.
It's a very grindy game. Yes.
One thing I actually ran into is, because of the fact that, a lot of things are like super expensive, builds usually take a long time.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to leveling things up as well, like, as somebody who only plays 3 hours, like, a day for like 2 days or 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
I find myself taking a really long time to make a build.
Yep.
So, just like the Volby build, if I were to have a build that I wanted to make and I finally make it and I don't like it, then I feel like, the punishment versus reward thing, I don't feel like I want to make another build, you know?
I understand that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, part of the issue that First Descendant has that Warframe doesn't necessarily have is First Descendant is only a couple months old.
Yeah.
And some of their prices are very greedy. In fact, I honestly consider their whole color palette system and hair dye system kind of really greedy, especially. Because you can only use them once. Versus Warframe, you spend 75 plat on a color palette, which you can use limitless. Like, I don't have to spend any more on any of the color palettes that I got. And I literally have all but 2.
Mm-hmm. The one thing that Warframe has as well is, you can kind of sort of make a build in an hour or less.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you were to, like, get together all of the materials, keeping in mind that the average gamer plays a maximum of 3 hours, making a build in First Ascendant will take you the better part of a week, right?
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Because you have to farm a lot of the resources, plus you also have to... What do I need for Boltor Prime? I don't have that weapon. Sorry, changing subject. I lost my train of thought while I was talking about that.
I think you're talking about the fact that builds take like about a week, and you're saying something along those lines.
Like, a lot of the resources are kind of tough to get. They don't have, let's say, like a farming descendant, for example, that makes more resources drop more frequently. That's one thing I think could really improve the game a bit. But I'm gonna give them a little bit of credit on the factor that they are listening to a lot of the fans. They're fixing a lot of the bugs. They're also, personally, I kind of agree with a lot of the criticisms that many other skins are very sexy oriented. I get it, sex sells, but as a creator, me and you kind of have to be very stingy on the type of skins that we use during stream because of Twitch. Yeah.
I know one thing as well is, this is probably gonna sound really weird, but I would like them to have sexy skins for the guys too, because making it like sexy skins for the ladies only, but having like all the guys just be like,
I'm wearing a couple jackets.
A metal box with legs is like...
I gotta farm some more Arkansas, so we can run this for a bit.
I'm over here like thinking that being a metal box with legs for guys, but being sexy for ladies is a little bit like to say it like as somebody who's like fruity a little bit.
Mhm.
I could say there's some guys who do want to have a sexy guy as their character.
The art of combat
Right.
must be practiced.
Like, it's kind of funny with the
And-
poll, and one of the poll options a couple weeks ago was, should Ajax have a maid outfit? I'm like, that would actually be hilarious. I would buy it. Just for the simple factor, Ajax would be hilarious with that.
It'd be hilarious, and it would also like be kind of sort of like that specifically as like a sexed up male outfit.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
and
if
the
I-
factor is,
yeah.
I could honestly see Ajax being the kind of, perv that he is, actually wearing that, canonically. Like, he's a pervy old man. Have you heard some of the background chat that he does?
Yeah. I think legitimately that probably would be like, it probably would be.
I don't know
good
why I did that.
because even like the ladies as well, like.
Mm-hmm.
Look at who's really popular in like Zenith Zone Zero, for instance. The fucking wolf, who is in bondage as he's running around in public. Like, ladies love that guy, and so do guys. Like, if you want to play it, it'd be all like, oh, I want to play as what I want to be as, or I want to play as something I want to be with. That's kind of like the two most common ways to play characters.
Or just me,
Like-
because he looks cool.
Yeah, like, legitimately, like, it's like, sometimes it's just like, I think only sexing up the ladies is a little bit like,
It's kind of unfair to the female players, too.
It's unfair. It's unfair. That's
Yeah.
like that's the word I'm looking for, because like there's people who do want sexy guys, right?
Like,
But-
I do like that one outfit that has the, suspenders. That one actually does look like they kind of went more of a bit of a, appeal to women, but that's literally the only one that really does. Every other skin for the males is kind of like, eh. Yeah, okay,
Yeah, it's
this
like-
one's a generic use, this one's a generic use. This one doesn't really show his face. Like,
I believe it's like the genericness of it. It's
Yeah.
probably like really like that's the thing, because
Yeah.
like when it comes to like the thing about like guy outfits in games is because they're not like doing anything fancy with them. It seems like very
like it kind of
bland
just
a
slapped
lot.
them together.
Yeah.
And then you can tell the women, they, focus a lot of time on, let's say, the makeup. Focus a lot of time on, like, how the hair is designed. Focus on the flowiness of the dress. Or, like, the bust.
I think legitimately it's like it's the effort is basically what the biggest problem is, like that, like the actual like tangible problem,
Mm-hmm.
because like a lot of the male skins are super low effort.
Yeah.
Like even the one that's like kind of sort of the one that looks kind of like it would be more high effort is they're just a scaled down version of a Titan. I mean a Colossus.
Yeah.
Additional life support
Like,
has
that's
been-
another thing. The weird thing is, the Dead Bride looks great on female models. Like, you can tell they really went to town on every little detail. But the Executioner one, it's just so rough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe it's just the way that I have the game rendering, but there's, like, no really separation between, his shoulder plates. Which, you look on the Dead Bride, you can see the 3D very clearly.
That's basically it. Is like, it's not necessarily I want like sexed up guys necessarily. It's more like I want more effort for the guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
I agree.
Like, the box with legs is kind of sort of like what they are,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't know. Like Warframe is a good example of like they put a lot of effort into like the male characters and the female characters,
Yeah.
so it feels more genuine.
Life support in-
Well, you look at, for example, Chroma's deluxe skin.
Mhm.
Like, that was freaking awesome. I love the
also-
dragon effect of it. The whole
There's
aesthetic of
also-
it.
Yeah. There's also the new primes have been pretty, like for the guys have been
Mhm.
pretty good. Like Goss has little bunny ears. I know.
Yeah.
I guess they're like dog ears because of how short they are. Sevagoth, like, you wanna talk about like effort? That guy has like a fucking bouncy booty,
Mhm.
and it's like, you see how many people are like super excited for it too, even like super straight guys. I see like the straightest.
Well,
one of
yeah,
the
and he has a
go, like,
a
yeah,
pirate cap with a feather on it. Like, come on,
yeah,
you can't not love that.
yeah. Like legitimately, he's like the privateer, and like he looks just as good as the pirate.
Exactly.
Like, it makes sense that they would be like rivals because like there are different types of like nautical stuff.
Yeah.
But like, is even rivals in fashion too, because it's like, do you like Hydroid's fashion or do you like Silvergoth's fashion? It's kind of
I don't know. I kind of like them both, honestly.
I do too, because they're both just as good. You know? And Silvergoth and Hydroid are two of the least played frames, but they have so
Why
much.
are you so
different-
far away? You're killing the enemy spawns.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like
This
going room to room.
area here is actually pretty good because you got two towers that spawn very close to each other.
Yeah. I got a boo boop. What is this? I am not getting a message from anybody.
This level has actually become a pretty good testing ground for me. I'll stay here for about 45 minutes and just test how the build does by itself.
Yeah. One thing about Grenier places is that they have a lot of like enemy density.
Yeah,
That's why I usually use Annie. It has like less.
I know.
That's kinda
I use
like
Annie as well. I use Annie and Alara
Yeah.
because Alara has some of the toughest enemies that you face in the entire game.
Yeah.
But I also need a shit ton of Oracle cells, which is where this area comes in handy.
Rocking cells are nice.
Oh
I
yeah.
think what's this way? What Helene could also be good. I probably should have brought a different weapon. Because this one's not good against hanging enemies. For some reason my brain was like, we should use the other Urale because it does heat damage, but then I remembered the orange Talforge shards are
Last.
secondary only.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Malice.
Malice. He's been bubbled. So have you.
No, I'm not.
There we go.
I just decided to beat him up.
Yeah.
The stream's actually been doing remarkably well.
I've noticed that about a lot of smaller creators as well. It seems like either somebody got banned and everybody's moving over here, or there's just more of a need for smaller creators.
I think it's also the factor of a lot of the bigger creators have been kind of getting a lot more hatey.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's exactly the way to say it, but they've kind of been bashy on a lot of newer players for playing the way that they want versus, you know, no, you have to play this frame this way.
Yeah. I mean, legitimately, I've been seeing a lot of creators kind of basically say that you have to do something rather than it's a recommendation. And then I remember like hearing hearing from, I think it was Twitter, somebody was saying how like a lot of the bigger creators have been aggressively policing the game. And I'm over here like, I thought, I'm not sure if that's a thing, but like, I thought about it and it's like, I think it's been something that's been building up for a while.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, Nightmare Frame has already kind of started been losing people just because he's just so like.
No,
Well,
it has to basically be Mirage or nothing else.
Yeah,
If it's
and
not
Lazar
Mirage,
stopped-
I hate it.
Lazar stopped making videos, so the
About
people who are
fucking
going to
time.
like-
His last
Yeah.
his last bunch of videos was literally just him complaining
Yeah,
about
I know it's bad as
what
well.
was his favorite frame? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Mirage.
But I remember his last couple videos has been, this frame isn't this frame, and I hate it because of that. It's like, dude, just fucking play the game, figure out how it works, read. Like, it's not hard. Read the words.
Yeah, it's like it seems literally just like smaller creators are just more reasonable towards what the player wants. Like, a lot of the creators that are smaller are people who used to watch a lot of videos and just feel like they want to make a video. So, and
Yeah.
one of the things that always has been a thing with people who watch videos is rather than like saying you have to do something, we more appreciate if you give us like information that is more open.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and at the same time, educate them. You don't just say, okay, this is the only way to play this frame. Okay, why? How does it work? Like, that's one of the things I like about creating videos, is the factor I get to teach you about why I chose to use these mods, how I use it, how maybe you can use that particular playstyle to, you know, benefit you, so that you will learn, as opposed to just simply copy this build style, and then here's me doing a level 1 capture because I can't do Steel Path with this, but I say it's Steel Path ready. Honestly, the biggest thing that pissed me off with Laser is it's like, seriously, you say this is Steel Path, but yet you're doing a fucking level 1 capture. Really?
It's interesting because like he does a capture, but like that's the worst place to test a weapon because it doesn't have very realistic like spawns or enemy levels. That's kind of like my thing is like, for one, they're lower level than they should be, and for two, the spawns are just not what you're looking for in a weapon that should be able to handle its own anywhere.
Well, and another thing you also have to remember about a capture is the factor that, you know, you're not really wanting to take down any enemies except for the capture target.
Yeah.
So what's really the point?
Not only that, but I saw like the reason why I do tests against acolytes is because Lazar didn't.
Yes.
He never does tests against acolytes.
Why do you think I contain videos of me taking down acolytes in my video? It's because I want to say, okay, look, this build can actually take down an acolyte. Me and you have kind of the same video philosophy.
Yeah.
If you want to claim something, we have to show it being done. Like, there's a couple of my earlier videos that I didn't save with Steel Path ready because, well, I never tested it on Steel Path. So, therefore, I don't make a claim. I said it, like, my first mag video, for example, I remember saying it could possibly do Steel Path, but I haven't tested it yet.
I think as well, one of the things that has kind of started been missing from videos that a lot of people don't really talk about is the fun of them. Right? Like, yeah, they teach you stuff, but a lot of the time it's like...
Like, why do you want to play that particular style?
Yeah, there's not like that much like fun in the videos. It's all,
I think that's partially because a lot of people don't seem to watch that part.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest, a lot of the times looking at my videos, a lot of people tend to drop off the moment the build portion's done. They don't usually watch the music video at the end.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the that's kind of one downside because I'm trying to use that to boost my watch time hours a little bit, and at the same time to show off that fun factor of, hey, look, this is fun. Obviously, you can see I'm enjoying this.
I think the one thing for me is I was actually considering dropping the music part of it, even though the music part of it is like my favorite part.
I know, same here.
Because-
It doesn't get very much watch.
Yeah. I think legitimately, I was considering it because, yes, people like those things, but, it's, I think I legitimately just want to try and do less demonstration and more just, here's the build.
I know. I hate it. So it's like, you know, a lot of people sometimes will ask me how to play the game, and I'm like, go watch one of my build videos. And they're like, well, I just copied your build and I still didn't understand it. Did you listen to any of it? Well, no. Why would I? Because it teaches you why I chose certain paths. It's how I use this ability to make this frame better. Like, my build video for Hildren has a particular reason why certain mods are there. And I do say why, but I guarantee you half the people that watch that video are probably not actually going to watch that part. They're probably just going to skim over it and be like, oh, well, he's using Archon Stretch. Okay, I have to use Archon Stretch. I've run into so many people that don't actually know what Archon Stretch does. They just know, red mod, good.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't you have it on Korra? Because she can't proc it. There's no point if she can't proc it.
Yeah. I was actually considering making a video, I think, just to test it. And what I was thinking is, make it like, here's the build, and now here's the weapon, here's how it works, here's the build, now go away. And I wanted to try that, just because I think, I'm not sure why, but I feel like that's what people want. But then, after I did that, I saw somebody do exactly that. His name was like, no yap builds. And I looked at the comment section, and he was getting a lot of negativity. I remember that, and I don't think he's made a video since. Because he did a Nova build, and literally it was like, there's a lot of negativity in the comments. And over here, like, maybe I'm wrong? Because a lot of the negativity was like, he didn't explain anything. Right?
Yeah, I know, but the weird thing is that's kind of what a lot of people seem to want, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
Like, and also for me, it's kind of a pride thing too. Because, you know, as a creator, you want a video that you're actually going to watch.
Yeah. That's the main thing.
The way that I look at it is, I'm making a build video that, you know, somebody like me that knows how to build Hildren is kind of a bad example. But I want to make it for those people that haven't built Hildren, that don't understand her yet. That basically go into it and be like, well, okay, so I know nothing about this frame. Tell me some of the abilities of it. Like, in the video, I took some extra time to actually go over each one of her abilities and kind of go into detail on what exactly they do and how they benefit. Not only just in squad, but also single player. Because I've been asked a lot, why do you use your 3 when you're only in solo? It makes no difference. Actually, it makes quite a huge difference, even without her arguments. Oh, that's not what Laser said, because Laser doesn't know how to read. Yes, I will call him out on that. He doesn't have a clue how to read.
I think legitimately, I have this weird thing where, like, I also make the video I want to watch. But, like, a lot of the time I'm just like, I know I'm supposed to make a video I want to watch, but sometimes I'm just like, I want to go for numbers because, like,
yeah. I know it's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to balance, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the Nova build, actually, majority of them have watched pretty much the entire thing, which I'm kind of excited about. And it's had over, it's now hit 102 views.
And then the one thing I've been running into is either I've had my first impression with almost everybody, so now people are skipping my videos.
Yeah, I know.
Or I'm being drowned out by something.
Yeah, I know.
Either that or the fact that I only make a video per week and it's shooting me in the foot.
Well,
I have a
I think
kind of
part of
reason for that.
the issue that we have, and keep in mind, I make a video every 2 weeks. Like, eventually I might have more content, but I'm still going to keep Warframe to every 2 weeks for a video. Like, of course, there's still probably going to be a live stream every week, but as far as video-wise, I'm probably only going to be doing once every week. And the reason being is because, I'll be completely honest, while I do enjoy Warframe, I do want to have more other content on my channel. That's not just Warframe.
I think legitimately, I was considering doing other content too. The one thing is I have to break into it, which means I have to build an audience that wants that.
I know.
I wanted to do that with the First Ascendant, but what ended up getting me is the length of how long it takes to make a build, right? I'm being beaten out by all these other people who have no lives.
Well, and also, the other thing that's kind of annoyed me with First Ascendant is how many of those builds just strictly say DPS is king. And it's like, no, DPS is kind of a big misnomer. It's honestly the last thing you want to pay attention to on a weapon. And you're like, oh, I want this weapon because it has billions of DPS! Oh, that looks so good! Yes, but here's the thing. So, adding magazine doesn't increase your damage. It doesn't at all. But it increases your DPS. But doesn't that increase my damage? No, it doesn't. But this guy said it does! No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. What really increases your damage is things like crit chance, which, weirdly enough, doesn't increase your DPS. Nor does increasing your raw damage. So, like, my tamer is only sitting at 615. Yes, I have seen one that has over 3 million DPS. But do you know how many bullets he has in his gun? Over 300. And it's like, okay, so how much damage can you do per shot? Practically nothing. Because you just focus on literally just magazine to get that high damage number. Putting simply magazine power in your bullets does not increase the damage. It only increases the DPS. It doesn't, and DPS, I honestly say, is a big misnomer because, yeah, you think DPS, damage per second. That's how much damage I'm doing. Look into the numbers. You can learn a lot. There's quite a few misnomers in First Ascendant, which is one thing that pisses me off about trying to build stuff. But you also have YouTube that's kind of filled up with a lot of these people claiming that, oh, well, look, I'm able to do this, and look at how many catalysts that this uses, and I did this all in one day. It's like, okay, the only way you can end up doing that is by buying all of those.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I haven't done any First Ascendant videos yet.
Yeah.
And the other issue that we do have as creators is we have also AI that's trying to fight us as well. Like, I've been registering all of my videos onto a website called viraldrm.net. And the reason being is because they're a website that basically takes your info and then searches YouTube for AI-generated content. And they will fight for you, for free, to defend your copyright on creating the video. I've already had 2 of my videos stolen by AI.
For real?
Yeah. My Nova build was recently stolen. And they also stole my first Korra build, which is really old, so I'm not too concerned about that one. Like, I ended up revealing the videos. If you want to watch them, keep in mind, you are probably going to cringe, just like me. They are really bad, really rusty. That was literally recorded off of my Switch. It's really bad. But just to kind of show you all the progress that I have made. Because I did a Hildren build video, and I also did a Korra build video.
How often are builds stolen?
It varies.
Varies?
Yeah. And it also varies on the type of content, too. Do you follow Kyle Hill because science?
No.
He's one that I do recommend. He had quite a few videos stolen.
Yeah.
In fact, it was him talking about this exact thing that got me kind of scared and, started protecting my stuff. Like, it's not just build videos. One of his nuclear videos that took him to the actual Chernobyl ended up getting basically AI dubbed. Completely. And he was pretty pissed off about that. So it's like, I funded this trip, I paid for it myself, and you guys basically steal my videos, steal my likeness, steal my pictures, and the weird thing is, mine only has about 10,000 or something like 30,000 views. This one has 2.5 billion views. The AI dub. And these AI channels are basically popping up daily, like billions by the day. This is the issue that we have. The issue is that AI can outproduce us 20 to 1. Like how long it takes you to make a video, AI's already done 20. And they probably already started on the next 20.
Beam weapons doing shit to acolytes. You're just getting the worm. Get the worm, bro, all up in your butt. There we go. Thank you.
I punched him.
Get wormed. I made the worm, and I thought about it. I was considering saying it my worm, but I was like, no, I might get in trouble for that.
Yeah. Just keep it as that.
Calling it the worm. The worm. I am playing with my worm.
Yeah.
I also did the math, and I decided to like look into this weapon, and I went and tested them as well. I found out that this weapon is actually slightly better than the Glaceon, Lieutenant Glaceon.
Nice. Well, to be honest,
fact,
I don't think the Tenno Glaceon is actually really hard to beat.
yeah, I mean, like, for me, I'm one of those weird motherfuckers. Actually, somebody actually agreed with me, new viewer. He actually agreed with me saying, like, the Atomos is probably better than Torrid.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it's constantly a beam weapon and it can do basically the same numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually kind of happy about that. I really got like a little blushy over it, because it turns out he's a legendary 4.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, there's no fucking way a legendary 4 agreed with me on the Atomos. Because he was saying, like, he even said what I usually say is like, the secondaries are usually the most really powerful. I'm here like, oh my god, I saw him. He came to play with me. I was here like, you're a fucking legendary 4, and you agree with me. That is amazing.
I know a couple legendary
like,
4s that agree with you.
Yeah. Because like, it's weird because like when you see all these legendary forests, they're usually people who race through the game. But this guy apparently has been playing for 10 years. And I told him like, I took a break after, I used to play PS3 Play 1. I took a break after my system broke and came back about 4 years ago. I said I came around the time Octavia Prime was out and before Zaku's like, Zaku came out, after Zaku came out I think. And they made adjustments to the 4.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, that was like 4 years ago. I was like, okay.
That was a while ago, yeah.
I almost told him the story about how your rally ended up making it to where I'm still playing the game. I'm still playing video games in general. But he types really fast, so I had to answer the question. He types really fucking fast. Apparently he has like ADHD or something.
Yeah.
And he is really good with a computer. I did, however, outdamage him. I think one mission. But he outdamaged me the next ones, I guess. Which I was really happy about. I was happy about like seeing a legendary 4 who actually knew what they were talking about. Because it's usually newer players who just speedrun the game. That's like the usual. Those are the.
I don't know why that's a common thing nowadays. Like everybody wants a speed run. You notice, like First Ascendant, for example. Everybody wants to play Bunny because she's fast. Everyone wants to play Ultimate Freyna because she's insanely fast. And it's like, okay, really? That's the only reason why they're popular? Well, yeah. It's like, I like Volt. Why? Because he's fast? Yeah, how did you know? Because that's literally the reason why everybody plays Volt.
I think the one thing is I'm okay with doing like super repetitive shit. You know, survival is literally my favorite game mode.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Time. But like, I find a lot of people in other missions just want to do it as fast as possible. And if you're a little bit slow, they tend to like say something about it, and I'm over here like, yo, shut your mouth. This is a video game, and the mission is done. I'm fucking coming. I don't usually say anything.
Yeah.
But that's what usually.
But you're thinking it.
I usually like get there first or second, but like I remember the last time somebody said something to me like that. I actually hung out outside of the thing because somebody told me like somebody actually called all of us slow, and I said, "Hurry up, slow boy." And he actually ended up waiting until the timer ran out, even though he was the one that was talking about us being slow. So I developed a bit of a resentment towards people who talk about us being slow. So, the next time that happened, I actually waited outside and kind of sort of just stared at him. Yeah, like, and he was even like shooting at me and stuff, and like he was all like, "Oh fuck," because he typed in the chat and he knew exactly what was going on. And the other people around were like, "That's what you get," because they knew I was doing it because fuck that guy, because they apparently wanted to do it too, but they didn't have the guts.
I remember one time I can't remember who I was playing with, but they had a host migration. I don't think it was Keith. It was somebody. It was one of my other friends. But anyways, there was a host migration. And I mentioned that, and this round was like, come on. No, I'm gonna wait until I can invite this guy. Dude, like, fucking come on, let's move. And he's stuck at a friendship door. He's like, come on, let's go. No, I'm here to help a friend. So I basically waited the timer out, and it's like, dude, we failed a mission because you effing did this. Yeah, I know. It's called wait, dumbass. I said I was helping out a friend, and I'm gonna help out a friend. You're not that friend.
Yeah. I think like everything having to be fast is probably why a lot of people don't like any Warframe besides like the faster Warframes. And then they take them into like into a survival or something, trying to farm something,
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up having a build for speed and ended up going down because they're all about speed. I noticed that with Volt specifically.
Yeah.
Like if anything has been going down a lot more than usual, it's Volts.
Yeah.
Because they're usually like
The weird
Yeah.
thing is, Volt could actually be very tanky if you build them right.
yeah. But I look at the builds. I look at how much percentage the speed has, and it's like really high speed.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
like,
have
you
Sprint
have
Boost, you have Infest Mobility, so you can literally run as insanely break the game. And you have Max Strength, but you don't have any duration. Or it's like the only ability you use is a 2.
Mhm.
Dude, there's more
Are
to
they
Volt
trying
than
to
just
bring-
simply 2.
They're
Or,
bringing
sorry,
the-
it's 3.
Yeah,
It's 3 is the speed.
I think so. Yeah. I think there's also the thing of like, oh, I'm going to go and I'm gonna use my fucking 4 build. Not
Mhm.
because you're like, I know it's really good in Sanctuary Onslaught,
But it's not good
have
in regular missions.
Yeah, I've seen people who are experts on Volt, like legitimately they've been playing Volt for years, and
Mhm.
they say legitimately the best thing to do in Steel Path is definitely not go with a nuking build there because it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, you have to remember,
It's
they have
probably-
damage. They have damage reduction in Steel Path. That's something
Yeah.
that's not in base game.
Yeah. One thing that's also really interesting is I noticed that's similar with Ember. Ember has a bunch of really good builds, but the one you don't ever want to take with you in Steel Path is a nuking build.
Yeah.
Because yes, Ember has like fire, which can and like full armor strip.
Mhm.
But even with the full armor strip, she doesn't do enough damage to take out that many types of enemies, right?
Yeah.
And somebody was saying, "Oh, like you gotta spam it," and I immediately decided I'm gonna show you something. And I took my Ember, armor stripped all the enemies, and fired my 4 until my energy ran out, and I'm like, "That's Steel Path."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, interesting." And
Like I keep saying, building stuff for base game, building stuff in Steel Path are very different from each other.
yeah.
You have to take into different considerations. You have to think about how your weapons are actually going to buff each other.
Running out of time. Consider extraction.
Like,
But-
it's a very different game. And this is something that I had to really think about when I started building all of my frames for Steel Path.
Life
Yeah.
support active.
Because it's not like, oh, well, this one's good for base game, this one should be good for Steel Path. No, it doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah. And then
Like, big builds work
one-
great in base game because they have pretty much no damage reduction. But Steel Path, literally every enemy you hit has damage reduction. So you have to think, okay, how do I get around that? Well, crit chance is one. You can also deal direct status is another. And depending on how that status actually stacks with the damage that you're doing, that's another thing you have to consider. But knowing all these things actually takes a lot of time because you have to experiment with your builds and figure out what works best. And
I don't.
it's not always a thing that could be easily taught either. You kind of have to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah. I know I've actually talked to a couple of people who are like, why do you have like a copy paste build in your setup all the time? And I told them straight out, like, over the years, I've noticed that every single people who make build videos, they don't make weapon build videos, they make setup build videos.
Mm-hmm.
So the weapon that they're using actually doesn't necessarily have a legitimately good build. Or,
Yeah.
like, it's mostly just the Warframe. That's another thing.
Yeah.
But if you build for the weapon to be by itself, you can see how well it's gonna work with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't know how to build a synergy. I actually do. It's the fact that I want to see the weapon on its own to really say whether or not a weapon is good.
Well, and another thing is, you can build synergy and yet still have a weapon that can stand on its own. Take, for example, my Nova build with Soma Prime, Sestra and Karnan, and also Azothane. Each one of those weapons can kill on their own. They don't need the other things to buff it. It's just a factor that they kill faster. They don't need it. Each one is perfectly fine and capable on their own. But the entire build is very synergized.
And the one thing with weapons that is my favorite type of synergy is actually crowd clearer and acolyte killer. Alongside a melee weapon that has some sort of purpose, right? Because like a secondary like some of the best acolyte killers in the game are secondaries.
Yes.
But like some of the best ad clearers are usually primaries.
Yes.
So
I still remember this one legendary 3 that's like, oh, the best thing to kill a accolade with is condition overload. Yeah, you do know they don't take status, right? They don't? No, they don't. Since when? Since like ever?
They
do take status. It's just the factor that condition overload doesn't really work too well on them. If you're relying on that to be your major damage.
I noticed that it has a different, like, a lesser effect.
Yeah.
And the reason why it has a lesser effect is actually because of their damage intuition.
Yes.
If you hit them with every single fucking status in the game, they are going to get immunities to it. So the only way you can make condition overload work is with a weapon that hits really, really, really hard. Right? Like, you have to have a weapon that hits really hard in order to do that.
Yes.
But in most cases, when I see, like, you know, Atomic Monk, when I see him do a level cap, he's not priming them because he even says you have to kill them on the first hit.
Yes.
Because if you're facing a level 300 Acolyte, not only do they have their armor, but they have their damage intuition. If it wasn't for the fact that they are using, like is using his weapon in order to hit the first time, he wouldn't be able to take them out very easily.
Yeah.
Right? And keep in mind,
but what I've
really armor strip them.
Yes, what I've seen a lot of people doing is instead of putting, let's say, like pressure point, they'll put in condition overload, and it's like, okay, so you're just gonna try and build up statuses with your secondary and your primary primers. Well, yeah, that's the way Laser says that you have to play. No, you can build them to kill them outright. I don't use condition overload. But you do so much damage. How do you do that? It's called reading the build and understanding that each hit does this, and then Blood Rush multiplies up my crit chance, which means I'm able to hit more crit. And then you toss on this, which adds more crit multiplier. You see how that ends up adding? And then you end up adding, you know, something like melee. What's the one that multiplies status by 6 times?
Afflictions.
Yes. So you put that on there, and guess what? My statuses hit quite hard. So like this build only has 40% status. And yet, I'm still hitting pretty much with 100% status. Do you know why? Every third hit activates afflictions, which means I'm basically hitting with 6 times status. So 6 times 4 is 240 status. It's called reading the numbers.
Yeah. The one thing about like build videos I noticed is a lot of the time it's coming from someone who
copy and pasted somebody else.
Yeah, it's somebody who like doesn't necessarily read the thing or like really pay attention to what they're like. They don't test it right, essentially, right?
Yeah. Like I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, this is Steel Path ready," and yet you're testing it with, you know, Hydron in base game.
Yeah. I think when it comes to builds that are universal, I see a lot of people using corrosive and heat, and I will basically go in and Like I've done this a few times. I'll go in and make the exact build with the Forma ready to like switch out, and I'll put Virulent Heat, and I'll notice, oh, I do more damage. Because like universal builds, like they're made to take advantage of every single part of the weapon.
Yeah.
Because the weapon is gonna stand on its own, right?
Yes.
And people are like, oh, I wanna use a primer pet, and I wanna use Panzer Wolfpilot specifically. Panzer Wolfpilot is very unreliable because it doesn't always fire its ability.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's kind of like Pharaoh Predicite too. Pharaoh Predicite's a pretty good primer if you can get over the factor it doesn't always fire its primer.
Yeah. It's like, oh, use
Quit
the
fucking flipping me.
Yeah. And, oh, use the weapon that not the weapon. Use the mod that makes it to where it kills in lower your cooldown. And I'm over here like, if you're killing with that to do that, most of the time you don't need the pet. Because the enemies that you most likely are killing are not even primed in the first place.
Yes. Like, if you're relying on a primer, technically speaking, I don't think you're really thinking about having energy or having your build stand on its own. And I don't think you should be able to claim that.
That's the one thing about weapons build videos that I noticed that I...
Like, right now, I'm just
really
punching
noticed.
stuff because, you know, Cora's a boxer right now.
Yeah.
Not the factor that I need a primer or anything, it's just the factor Cora wants to be a boxer. So she's a boxer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Laser is like... when I used to watch Laser a lot, my favorite thing to do used to be literally build the same weapon after him and just say, oh, I did it better. But I never like commented it or like linked it. I'd always just kind of sort of have it as a thing in my head. And then I thought to myself, oh, maybe because he's so angry with the game, he's gonna quit eventually, and I can take over, so maybe I can make build videos. And lo and behold, he ended up quitting. But what I ended up accidentally doing is having my first impression with a lot of people, and now nobody wants to watch my videos.
Yeah, I know.
And then legitimately, the worst part is, like, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening, but I don't know, because the thing is the algorithm says that it's showing me to less people, you know? And not the algorithm, the analytics. So
Yeah.
I don't entirely know what's happening. Like, I guess it could be me swearing too much, but I'm not getting any notifications of it, so I don't know if that's what's happening.
I know, and
There's a
sometimes
lot
you
of
kind of
videos-
have to try out different stuff in your video. Like, I try not to swear in my videos. And part of the reason why is because swearing is very hard to advertise.
Yeah.
Especially
You know, one
since
thing-
many companies do take offense to it, and I kind of hate it. Like, you know, I'm drinking beer on, let's say, a game review video. Of course I'm gonna be swearing. Especially if it's meant for a more mature audience. But it's like, okay, well, we don't want you swearing in this particular video.
I think legitimately the problem is whenever you mark your video as like for adults only, it also makes your video less like able to be seen. I think that's probably the problem. Is like,
yeah, but then
people
again,
people would be more inclined to mark their own videos if it wasn't for the fact that it suppressed their video.
I mark all of mine for adults only because well, first off, Warframe is a mature rated game.
Yeah.
Like, yes, my daughter's seen me play this multiple times, but I wouldn't expect her to be able to grasp it.
I think when it comes to games and kids, I think maturity is more of an attitude than an age.
I
think
agree.
That's the thing I agree is like, when I was a kid, the first thing my brothers taught me was to make sure I understand that this isn't real,
Mhm.
right? And they did. That's exactly what they told me to do. And I said, okay. And they actually did that so they could introduce me to a mature-rated game.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, and my mom was like, oh, there's a lot of blood on there. It's like, he understands it's not real. It's like, watch. Hey, Gina, is this real? It's like, no. And he was like, yeah, see? He's like, okay.
Like, I mean, keep in
And
mind, we grew up in the generation that had Mortal Kombat.
yeah, Mortal Kombat was fucking awesome.
Oh yes, I know. And
I-
last I checked, I haven't tried to pull anybody's heart out. Like, I mean, I'll be honest, we did kind of, you know, have a fake brawl in the playground and pretend that we were the characters.
Yeah.
But aside from that, none of us actually got hurt because we understood we're playing a character in a game. We're not actually going to hurt each other because that would be stupid. We're not going to try this out for real.
And legitimately, the thing about like the whole like, oh, if they consume these video games, they're gonna be a bad person when they grow up. It's an argument that I actually kind of sort of thought about that I never heard before, but I figured I'd try. Is if there's 2 billion gamers in America alone, how come there isn't 2 billion serial killers? Like that. It's like that. That's a huge thing of logic. That's like. If you think of it that way, like
He's trying to stay away from me.
it's super illogical to think that that's gonna be a thing. Another addition to that is if you want to take out video games, take out movies too. Because have you seen movies?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I've seen like all like even like books and stuff. Books have that too.
Yes.
Right. And it's like music too. Like if you want to censor one thing, the one thing that everybody hates, is they call it double standards.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're gonna be worried about this. How come you're not worried about this? Right? It's the whole thing about VTubers on Twitch too. Because I actually used to think that it was not for just VTubers.
No.
But I've seen a lot of evidence to say that it's not. Because several really large VTubers were banned, and everybody even points at like the category and says, look at this. Look at these fucking real life women who are way worse than this VTuber who just got banned.
Yeah.
And
well, like, I mean, there's
There's
one person, I don't know how she still has her Twitch account and now she hasn't been banned, but she does a lot of hot tub streams and has had quite a few nipple slips. So like her bikini actually slips off of her nipple. And she probably does this on purpose. She'll act like she doesn't notice for a good solid half hour.
I think
But she had, I remember the one time Pokimane, I think her name is, ended up doing a hot tub stream and she had her account banned for 3 months. And it's like, okay, I'm wearing a full one-piece swimsuit, I have a top on, and there's nothing. You don't see any sort of details, but yet I'm banned, and this other person has constant nipple slips. Nope, nothing.
And I was like over here saying like I haven't mentioned this part about it yet, but like I was considering going to Kick, not necessarily because I want to be unfiltered, but because like Twitch is
double standard.
It has double standards. But then I look at Kick and it also has double standards, and over here like YouTube is literally like YouTube is pretty like has double standards too, but it's not as bad as Kick and Twitch. So that I'll admit that.
I know. Like, the problem that we have is YouTube doesn't seem to really like streaming. That's the one problem about it. They're more for content. That's at least the way it's derived. Unless you're a big streamer and trying to go just on streaming, you're not going to make a lot of impact on streaming. YouTube itself does not really like streaming.
Yeah.
They accept
The one
it,
thing is,
but they don't necessarily like it.
well, one thing is as well, there is a demand for streamers on YouTube. It's just
Yeah.
not very intuitive. I've had several people show up to my streams and be like, "Hey, I found you just randomly. Who are you?" And I would be like, "Hi, I'm just a little monster boy." I was like, "Oh, you're a guy," and then we feel like, and we have this whole conversation, and they show up randomly every once in a while too. Like it's not just a one-time thing.
Well, yeah, I've had a couple people too.
Yeah, it's like YouTube has an audience, right?
It does have an audience, but the factor is the app is not optimized for streaming.
Yeah, basically my thing is like it has potential. It just they're not letting it reach its potential.
I know.
I guess it's because they don't want to deal with they don't want to contend with Twitch. I guess I'm not entirely sure if that's exactly what it is, but I think it's close to probably the issue.
I don't want to exactly mention the reason. There's actually a very good reason why, but I don't want to mention it while I'm live.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
And it's also because of another focus that they end up having, which is honestly, in my opinion, breaking the most amount of money.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've mentioned this to you once or twice before.
Shorts, right?
Nope. Yeah, shorts.
Yeah.
Shorts are honestly the thing that's killing YouTube. Because alright, let's dip at 55.
Okay.
Because I gotta go use the bathroom, and at the same time, I think it's good to end my stream too.
Yeah, probably. I think it's around that time.
Yeah. I'm still gonna be playing Warframe.
Yeah.
Life support has been replenished.
And the one thing, okay, I remember hearing something from somebody. Streaming as a VTuber, as a guy, is like hard mode streaming. Because I don't entirely agree that so you can connect with people. I think it's more the fact that like VTubers to the public are kind of sort of seen as like a thing that a lady is.
Yeah.
Another life support
And the fact that I'm like a trap VTuber specifically makes it like to where they don't, you know, they were looking for a woman and they didn't get the woman. But then again, like it's interesting. I guess like one thing they could probably do to remedy that is by changing the character into a male character, but that wouldn't work as much.
Yeah. Like I was looking into a time at one point becoming a VTuber. And I wanted to kind of, you know, change my... Alright, we can extract now. But anyways, I'm gonna end stream. Thank you all for watching. It's getting kind of late, and we've honestly passed our 3 hours because my stream crashed, I think, about an hour 45 into it. So you actually got an extra hour. But anyways, thank you all for coming, and we shall be live hopefully sometime this week. But if you want to figure out, definitely check out my Discord. And once again, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.